After our presentation in Singapore and Bangkok, Navin Party headed to Tokyo in April 2007, a part of exhibition to commemorate 120 years of diplomatic relationship between Thailand and Japan. Navin Party gained official signing of joint declaration of support by the official representative from the both countries. The event also released our publication called The Navinist, and we launched Friends of the Navin Party, opening the membership to non-Navin. In August 2007, Navin and Friends of the Navin Party gathered from around the world for the Navin Party Congress in Beijing. For the occasion, the Navin Party, our first book called Quotation from Comrade Navins, a 128-page collection of Navin thoughts. The volume outline proposal of the Navin Party and the basic of Navin wisdom to avoid the Navin cause and Navinism. This is a quotation from Comrade Navin books. Let me read you a couple of samples. For only 1 year, our Navin Party has carried on work every day. And for the past 6 months, it had talked about Navinization every day. We always have maintained that Navinism must rely on Navins, on everybody taking a hand, and have opposed relying merely on a few persons. How's Navin is Navin? How's Navin can be a Navin? Is Navin alone still Navin? Or need he know more Navin to have Navinity? Navins are such a great pie makers. Then I don't know what the world would be without them. There's a lot to read. I try to find something quite fun. Okay. The unification of Navin is spreading Navinity. The unity of Navin and Friends Navin Party in communions with people of all names. These are the basics of our course. So actually about the Navinisms. And you can go to my website later and read all this. This late book was widely distributed from the first of our Congress first day. Sadly, however, it soon stopped from the police, who took all the copies and confined me to the jail and signed from a guarantee that I would never distribute this again. This status of Navin Party's chairman with our little books was later produced in commemoration of my freedoms and the 2-year anniversary of Navin Party in January 2008. God cannot send to China. So after the incident in Beijing, I went to Seoul and to seeing my best friend. His name is Bandit, it's Thai friends. Upon arrival, I encountered a young Korean woman who was misunderstood taking my reserved car at the car land, with a listener having the same name with me. I came to know that my name Navin is read Nabin in Korea, as there is no V sound in that language. Moreover, this name is a Korean local name and it is for females. Shortly, I ran into Nabin again, and she is actually friends of Bandit. I told her about our sharing names and gave her a copy of quotation from Comrade Navin books. At first, she didn't care, but that night, when she broke up with her boyfriends, when she was alone, this little book helped her a lot out from sadness. And next morning, she called me up and said she wanted to join the Navin Party. And together, we founded the Navin Party of Seoul. Our aim is to gather Navins of Korea. not just in the South Korea, but also in the North. Following the old propaganda technique that's sending messages by balloon, we decided to use this technique to contact Navin of Northern Territory. Unfortunately, the police turned us away again. Pandit and Navins were arrested. At another side of borders, a lone leaflet that we sent, sharing the life of young Navin from North Korea, who decided to leave her motherland to join the Navin party. It was a huge risk, but she made her way to Seoul, together with Navin of the world and friends of Navin parties who gathered together in Seoul. She joined the rally fighting for the freedom of her colleague Navin. And finally, our friends were released, and the two Navin meet in tears. In celebration of great adventure of two Navin, Navin Production published a little comic book following this story, and it's called Imagine Navin. And the comic was released by Balloons to looking for more Navins. Just a little clip from the videos, which we sent comics by Barons, in Seoul and also at the borders. This is another propaganda paintings that shows the two Navin standing together on Baekdu Mountain. You might remember this quite famous. I think they have exhibition right now in Vienna. This is the propaganda by chance. But these two Navin like standing in this Baekdu Mountain. The Baekdu Mountain is, they believe, as a birthplace of Korean in terms of spiritual. And the search for Navins in Korea still continue, and to connect with all the Navin of the world. The Navin party believed there should be space for any Navin anywhere to be everything a Navin can be, fulfilling their potential regardless of race, religions, genders, sexual preference, disability, height, weight, age, or location. In November 2008, Navin Party was invited to join the Prospect 1, a large-scale Biennale contemporary art in New Orleans. Upon landing into Dixieland, I encountered another Navin by miracle. This time, Navin is black, and he's a leader of New Orleans jazz. Misspelled as Navin, when searched on the internet, the red Navin Kimball is born in New Orleans in 1909. Although